If you just watched the last video and you're wondering what happened at the end of the meditation, of the breath work, I ended it on purpose without saying anything. Hopefully, you're able to drift into a deeper meditation. And I didn't want to bring you out of it. So, just trying something different, trying to create an experience for you, a meditation experience. One way to do that is to try and play with the mind. So if you're just watching this one, let's start with a breathwork tool. Let's do unilateral alternate nostril breathing, covering one side, breathing fully in through the other. And fully out. Fully in. And fully out. Fully in. Fully out. Switching sides. Breathing in fully through your nose. And out through your nose. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. At the bottom of the breath, 3 exhalations. And in through your nose. And out through your nose. Now, I was going to show DMT breathing today, but upon watching my previous recordings, my current audio situation is not picking up the breathwork sounds, which I think are pretty important in order to possibly follow along or really understand what I'm doing. If you don't hear the sounds and you're not really you don't really understand the synchronicity of it or the amount that I am exhaling or inhaling. So I posted a DMT demo done by my cousin in this very living room. And that was just about less than 1 round. As you can see, the importance on well, that was his first time doing it. So he, wasn't quite getting it fully, the importance. Well, he doesn't have experience with controlling his diaphragm, his pelvic floor, his intercostal muscle, which really, once you can only get that through practice. And once those things begin to activate, it really does become a different exercise. So what's important is that your rib cage is expanding outwards and not front and back, which is how we normally breathe. It's how most people breathe. But you want to breathe with your rib cage expanding outward. So, yeah, that's important. You can look it up. There's countless research on the benefits. You can watch videos of people explaining how to do the breath work. Find a voice that resonates with you. I will post up myself doing the breath work. And yeah, give it a try. Again, can't stress enough the importance of the safety of your surroundings. especially being somewhere where you can't pass out, fall over, so something of that nature. Again, that is using an abundance of caution, but why not? You should definitely be as careful as possible when doing something like this. So today, I want to talk about a podcast I recently watched. It's one of my favorite podcasts, if not my favorite. It's called Modern Wisdom by Chris Williamson. Talks all about psychology, sociology, and mental health, physical health, and those are all the things that I'm interested in. So this week he had on a man named Stan Efferding, who is a former bodybuilder and powerlifter who has started his own health and wellness coaching or personal training or all of the above. Really does nutrition and physical fitness plans with people. And I wanted to get into some of the things that they talked about. So right here, as you can see, the beginning, the opening chapter is why are people getting fatter? Now, he addresses this with throughout the entirety, 2 hours, 25 minutes. It really is not as simple as people make it out to be, though, especially the personal trainers that are whatever social media famous. They they oversimplify what's really going on, and they really break it down to an acronym called KICO, which is calories in, calories out. Now, that makes all the sense in the world. And you would think, I have thought, yes, that has to be it, of course. However many calories you take in per day and however many calories you burn per day, that's what you're netting out at. Either you're gaining weight, you're maintaining weight, or you're losing weight each and every single day. Duh. So I was bought into that as well. However, yes, while that may be true, it's not a whole truth. Now, because to break it down, 2023 sugar consumption is down. You would think sugar consumption is way up with all the possible foods, treats, desserts that are, everything has sugar in it. You would be shocked to know how many things that you eat that you don't associate with sugar that have a lot of sugar in it. So the average or the recommended dosage of sugar per day is 16 to 25 grams of sugar. Now, the recommended dosage should be zero because sugar is completely man-made, artificial product that, I mean, if you're not getting it in fruit, then, most people are getting it in scoops of sugar into their coffee or whatever it may be, into their desserts. Completely terrible for you. The sugar dims your light, turns off your electricity in your body, and it's the devil. So sugar consumption is down in 2023. Like if you compared it to, I think it's from 1960 to now, sugar consumption is somehow down. Fructose consumption is down. Fructose is in everything. All of these high fructose corn syrup is in all these drinks. Somehow fructose is down. Obesity is up. Weight gain is up. Average weight per person is up. Average body fat per person is up. 70% plus of Americans are obese. So how is this happening? What is the change? Calories are up. Oh, okay, people are eating too much. Yes, The accessibility is, unprecedented. So yes, however, it's not necessarily what they're eating. Like you would be surprised to see that most obese people eat the same amount of food serving as people who are not obese. So you think, oh, these obese people are just eating so much, right? For the most part, no. What's really kind of happening is they're having an allergic reaction to what they're eating, which is causing them to, their insides, their intestines in particular, to go into distress mode, because it's getting inflamed, which is causing them to puff up like a puffer fish. And their body is being overrun essentially, and is just, just all systems are shutting down. And when systems are shutting down, it goes into panic mode, self-preservation mode, and it holds on to fat. So it tells you, you're hungry, we need more of whatever it is, and it's not burning the fat that it already has. So because it can't access it. It's a system malfunction. So calories are up. Okay, but it's not necessarily that the fact that the calories are up. It's the quality of the calories. The big thing that is way up is consumption of seed oils. So seed oils, what is made with what you're making the food with, right? Deep frying, things of that nature. Seed oils are like the only thing that's way up. And it is exactly mirroring the obesity epidemic. The amount of seed oils and the amount of people who are obese is in direct correlation. So you may say correlation does not equal causation. Okay. The studies have shown that, in fact, seed oils do not cause weight gain. Okay. But reheated seed oils 100% do cause weight gain, the studies show. So reheated seed oils, what is that? French fries are used in reheated seed oils. That's just one example. Now, seed oils are really a huge part of the American diet because fast food is a huge part of the American diet. And all of these fast foods are being smothered in seed oils. Fast food is quick, it's easy, it's cheap, but you are paying the price. 100%. Your body just doesn't process ultra processed foods. Ultra processed foods are fast foods. Now, calories in, calories out, right? Calories in. All 2,000 calories are the same, right? A calorie is a calorie is a calorie, right? Wrong. Extremely incorrect. While that might be true, it's going into your body, it's the same caloric measurement. The difference is, and this is where KICO, calories in, calories out, has to be revised and understood in a completely different way. Right now, you got personal trainers out there just saying calories in, calories out. It doesn't matter really what you eat. Of course, we want you to eat healthy, but it doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter. And it matters because, yes, you might be getting that same amount of calories in every day. However, your body's ability to digest said calories, for instance, your body digests whole foods twice as fast as it digests fast foods. So that tells you there's a buildup, a backup of calories that are coming in that are not going out, because your body takes so much longer to digest fast foods or ultra processed foods, heavily seed oiled foods. And it's because we're not evolved for these foods. These foods are brand new. Humans are not. Our digestive system has evolved in a certain type of way to be able to process certain foods. And this is hardly, you can hardly even say that these things are even food. What are they? I don't know. Are they good for you? Absolutely not. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's say you're someone that, for whatever reason, you need to eat ultra processed foods, or you need to eat junk foods. Okay. %95 of all health benefits are directly attributed to weight loss. So, in order to lose weight, you must be in a calorie deficit. You must, calories change that word for energy. You must expend more energy than you take in order to lose weight. So that means every single day you must burn more calories than you eat. So that means, let's say you're on a 2,000 calorie diet. You may not think that that's enough. It's more than enough. You have sprinters in the Olympics. You see what kind of shape that they're in. They're on 2,000 calorie diets. You must, or you can, eat 2,000 calories of junk food, as long as you're burning more than you're eating. Right? So the thing is, especially ultra processed foods, 2,000 calories gets you nothing at McDonald's. Maybe you can get a burger and fries and a Coke. That's the day. That's what you have to eat for the day. So if you're someone used to eating 3 meals or eating 5 times per day, like a lot of Americans do, then eating 1 meal is going to be pretty rough. Now, what you would do is you would probably not be able to just switch to 1 meal. You would have to, eat a couple bites throughout the day, eat half the burger now, eat half the burger later, eat some fry, whatever. That's really what you would have to do. Now, that doesn't seem attainable to me. That seems, it would be easier for me just to eat the 1 meal. It would be easier for me to just eat healthy foods that equal 2,000 calories, because you could eat a lot more food, throughout the day than you would be able to eating ultra processed foods. So again, it doesn't, of course, your body does not synthesize junk food as well as it does real food. So, but that's not the point. The point is, you're someone who needs to make a change. What's attainable for you? What can you get yourself to do? Because that's the diet that works. The diet that works is the one that you can get yourself to do day in and day out. It doesn't matter how good the diet is on paper. If you can't follow it, then it's worthless. So all of these different diets, whatever they may be, paleo, Atkins, keto, whatever they may be, none of them actually work, let's say. There's no magic to them. It's about following whatever it is you can get yourself to follow. Even time restricted eating, fasting, whatever, none of it is magic. It's only about what you can get yourself to do. If you can't get yourself to do it, if you're writing, I'm going to follow this, do not rely on willpower. It will not work for you. You can't most people are not going to be able to outwill themselves or will themselves through hunger. You have to have a plan that's much more sustainable, and it's about a lifestyle change, right? All diets have been shown to be beneficial for weight loss. However, almost all diets or almost all dieters have returned to their previous weight over time. And in many cases have even exceeded their previous weight because they put themselves on such a lifestyle that's not sustainable that when they go back to their normal ways, they go back harder because they missed it and they end up gaining more weight than in the beginning. So it's about taking things out of your diet, adding, and when you take things out, you have to replace it with something. So you take something out that's garbage and you replace it with something that's good for you, or at least better. You have to directly replace your habits, or else you will be relying on willpower. And willpower is a finite resource, and most people don't have it. And it is something that it's something that the more you practice it, the more you have. But if you're starting from nothing, then you have nothing. So the beginning is going to be extremely rough. So again, the best diet is the one that you can follow. 95% of health benefits are realized through weight loss. So losing weight is important. And whatever you can get yourself to do, whatever changes you can make, and you know what they are. If you ask yourself, what are the things I'm doing that are sabotaging me right now, whatever they may be, whatever types of food that you're eating, how much of it you're eating, what time of day you're eating it at. Once the sun goes down, your gastric acid level plummets. We're supposed to be daytime eating creatures. So your gastric acid level plummets, which makes it harder to digest foods. So many people eat at night, many people eat very late at night. And the later you're going to the night, the more you're cutting into your sleep, the more you're cutting into your body's ability to do repairs, and the more you're self-sabotaging. So most of this game, no matter what it be, whether it's food, whether it's mental health, whether it's exercise, most of it is a self-sabotage game. If you were to ask yourself, what should I do and what should I not do? You have the answers. You know what you should and should not do. You know what is good or bad for you. You don't need someone to tell you what it is. You don't need someone to hold your hand. You need to be accountable to yourself. And it's a lot easier said than done. And it's very helpful to have support through the process, whether it be from a coach or from friends, family, whatever it may be. Create a plan. 98% of successful dieters over a course of 10 plus years had some type of a plan. Doesn't mean the plan was amazing. Doesn't mean they don't even know what that plan is, how good it was or how bad it was. They had a plan. If you go into something aimlessly, you will be aimless. You will not hit your target. So I leave you with that. I hope that that does something for you. If nothing else, keep breathing. Breathing regulates your entire body's systems, bringing you towards homeostasis. The closer you are to homeostasis, the more your body's chemicals will level out and your hormones will secrete properly at the proper times, the proper amount, and you will experience better results than you're currently getting. So appreciate you so much for watching, and talk soon.